We're told American bombers have wiped out 95% of Iran's arsenal of suicide drones. Really? How do you know that? Where'd you get that figure from? And how come the Strait of Hormuz remains closed? How come Trump is asking other countries to bring their military to the region to fight to reopen the Strait of Hormuz if this is going so well? Why are people in the Persian Gulf dying from Iranian drones? Why are refineries getting blown up? We don't know anything. What we do know is Pete Hegseth announced before the weekend began that he is deploying Marines to the Middle East, an expeditionary unit of about 5,000 Marines. We're assured they won't be used as a ground force for any invasion. Well, you're going to need way more than 5,000 Marines. 93 million people live in Iran. Americans don't have the appetite for a ground invasion because Iran will fight back the same way we would if Iran invaded us. What we're witnessing is a symmetrical war. The United States has $4 million interceptors going up against Iran's $20,000 to $50,000 suicide drones. What we're witnessing is Iran playing chess, waging economic warfare against the United States, starting with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is openly threatening that the cost of oil will more than double unless Trump stops bombing. Iran is saying it's $100 a barrel, $100 a barrel. Wait, keep it up. It's going to go up to $200 a barrel. Clausewitz says war is an extension of policy and politics. Well, it's also economics. At some point, one side runs out of ammunition, money, and political will. Many are suggesting that the Iranians are planning to hang in there just long enough so that Europe and the Persian Gulf states turn on Israel and America because oil has gotten too expensive, food has gotten too expensive, not just because the Strait of Hormuz is permanently closed, but because Iranian drones are targeting refineries inside Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, and Bahrain. Iran is waging psychological warfare. You don't need to sink a tanker or take out a refinery to stop the flow of oil. The mere threat causes that oil to stop flowing. Tankers are refusing to go through the strait. That's psychological warfare. You're stopping those tankers from going through the strait without having to fire any missiles at them, although they have fired missiles at them. Saudi Arabia and other Persian Gulf nations are starting to throttle back oil production. They're only refining enough for domestic use. So you don't need to bomb every refinery to shut them all down. That's what psychological warfare is. You just need to hit a couple of refineries, a couple of tankers, and that's what Iran's plan seems to be. That's what they seem to be doing. And the Persian Gulf states are freaking out and saying, we can't make any more oil, which, by the way, is good for the planet.